Hello, good evening, everyone, or
Min.
good morning to wherever you may be in the world. Welcome to Universal Spiritualism. I'm Kellie Francis, and I'll be working alongside Cheryl Francis tonight. We'll be doing a mixture of psychic and mediumship readings.
Good
Over to
evening
you,
and good
Cheryl.
morning. Hello, everybody. I'm Cheryl Francis. Welcoming everybody. If you guys could start putting your names in the chat, that would be absolutely amazing, and we'll see where we're drawn to, if that's okay.
Hiya, Aisha. Hiya, Elf.
Hiya. Welcome in.
Welcome. Do you want to start, Cheryl, or?
I'm just trying to see the chat, sweetheart. Just bear with me. Oh, lovely. Let me have a quick look who we have here.
Hi, Bernadette. Hi, James. Hi, Saraba. I do apologise if I am pronouncing your names wrong.
I do apologise too, as well.
Welcome, everyone. Hi, Julie.
Sorry, just bear with me, Kelly. I'm trying to see the names on here.
I hope you've all had a good day.
Hi, everybody joining. Welcome in.
The readings are free. We're on here till 8 o'clock, and we'll be doing just a few mini readings for the next hour.
Can I come to Gengish? I hope I've said that correctly. If I haven't said that, I do apologise. Is it okay for me to work with you, my darling? Oh, good, Brittany. How are you, my lovely? Hello, my sweetheart. Sweetheart, as I'm connecting with you, darling, I keep getting a bit of pain around my back area. So I don't know if you're suffering with back problem at the moment, or there's someone around you at the moment suffering with back pain, but I just need to bring that forward. Sweetheart, I have a lady that steps forward for you. I want to say this lady wasn't the tallest of ladies, but I need to say she would have carried a tiny bit of weight around her tummy. I need to say this lady would have had a problem around her chest area. So I do know that she would have passed on some sort of chest condition as she steps forward. I do feel very grandmotherly with her. Very grandmotherly with her as she steps forward. And he said this lady had a absolute beautiful sense of humor. She was a lady that would have helped and really, really, really supported her family. This lady does show me that she would have had a real beautiful outlook in life. This lady never moaned, never grumbled. Can you understand the lady I have with me, please? Can you just put a yes or a no, please? I also get with this lady, she wouldn't mix her words either. If she wanted to say something, she was quite open in the way that she would say things as well. I am being made aware that there is a certain situation around yourself at the moment. You're feeling a little bit under the weather.
You okay there, Cheryl? You froze? Cheryl will be back in a sec. Oh, I think her internet's gone. Is she gone? Ganesh, I'm just going to have to hold on for a moment and see if Cheryl can come back. What I'll do is I will pull you a card. Oh, they're flying out for you. The thinking thinking man's come out for you. Okay, I feel at the moment there's lots of ideas and plans. And I feel also that you have been reflecting quite a lot on the past. I feel there's something that you want to do new, and I don't know if this is career or studying, but I also get the sense of a bit of sort of, you get annoyed with yourself because you haven't been able to do it. I don't know if that makes sense to you. But I do feel from January things are going to start to move forward, okay, in that area. And I feel there is going to be new opportunities as well. I can see your comments, but I do have a lady, and this is Nan, that would have passed with breathing difficulties, okay? And I know you have just put the lung problems on there, okay? And she's just saying that your emotions have been a little bit up and down. She's saying no more tears now. It's time to move forward, because I feel a situation has always also had to come to an end as well. She's saying write things down as well and tick them off, and you will get there. It's all about planning ahead now. She's also talking about hospital appointments and doctor's appointments as well coming up, and she said it's important that you're sort of taking that self-care. It's nothing to worry about, but you need to be putting those things first so you're feeling better in yourself as well. I am going to leave her love with you and thank you for working with me. Sorry about that. I don't know where Cheryl's gone. I think her internet must have gone, bless her. So let's see where I'm going. Angela Parker, can I come to you, my love, please? Hiya, everyone that's just joined. Sorry if I've missed out anyone's name. Just let me know if it's okay to work with you, Angela. You're welcome, darling. Oh, there,
I am
she's back.
so sorry. It just literally crashed on me and threw me off. I do apologise.
I did read for Ganesh. I don't know if you had anything else, but I've just. Do you want to finish that off and I come back to you, Angela? Is that okay?
No, Kelly, you're fine.
Oh, you're
Ganesh, I
fine.
will come
Okay,
back to you. I just really need to do the reconnection, my darling. I do
that's fine.
apologise.
Right, so I'm with you now, Angela. Sorry about this. Okay, the first card that's come out for you, sweetheart, is Daughter Value. I will show you the card. I just wanted to pull you two out. So your first card that's come out is Daughter Value. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that okay? And you've got Daughter Personal Healing and Happiness, okay? I don't know if you can understand in the last year that a situation has had to come to an end, sweetheart. If you can just give us a yes or no. And I feel that in the past, darling, you've not felt appreciated as you should do, okay? But I do feel you have put those healthy boundaries in, and I do have Nan stepping forward for you, okay? Just asking her to come a little bit closer. And I want to say that you have kind of put that barrier up now as well, my love. I don't know if you can understand that. But I do feel there is new connections coming in for you as well, but it's important that you focus on you and you heal from that situation as well. As Nan comes in, I want to say Nan walked quite quick, and she would have done this sort of with her arms, bless her. She would have always been in a rush. She never really sat down and rested. She was a busy bee, she's telling me. She would always been cleaning, always had a cloth in her hand. I don't know if you can understand this, sweetheart. I do feel as well she would have cleaned for extra cash. She's showing me it was a side job, so I don't know if you can understand that as well in her earlier days. And she just wanted to keep busy. She does make me aware as well that towards the end she would have had problems with her throat, and she does take me to the middle of her back as well. I know that she would have needed oxygen for a short time as well, bless her. And she's telling me as well that she would have had to had like food supplements. She does take me to the tummy area. She says it was all going on, but she was one of these people. She just kept going. She said I never really went to the doctor. She said I believed in looking after myself and doing it myself. She said, and by the time she went, she said there was so much going on. And she's saying you're very similar in a way where you don't put yourself first, Angela. And oh bless you. She's saying you don't look after yourself and you don't put yourself first. You tend to have these things that you need to do, like she's talking about your teeth in particular, you need to go to the dentist, but you'd rather help someone else than go and sort these things out for you. And she's saying you need to put number one first, okay? I am sending you lots of love, sweetheart. I've just read your comment. I just feel with that situation, darling, you've had to put those firm boundaries in. And sometimes it's really hard to say, but you, as a parent, you have to put that tough love in as well. And she's saying, you know, you've done everything you can. She wants to give you bread and butter pudding. So I know that you would know that Nan would have made this, but there's also a memory as well of you making it, I feel, with her as a child. I want to give you September for a birthday, and I want to give you August for a passing, sweetheart. They're giving me the 21st as a significant. Nan used to get. Oh, bless her. I don't know if you can understand ice skating or roller skating as a memory as well. Have I frozen, Cheryl?
No,
Oh.
not on my side.
But they're bringing that in as a memory. I am going to leave their love with you, and thank you ever so much for working with me.
Ganesh, can I come back to you if you're still here, please? Can you just let me know if you're still here, darling, please? But I do apologise about that. Technology these days, eh? Hello,
Helps
sweetheart.
where we live.
No, it doesn't, does it? Hello, Ganesh, my darling. Sweetheart. Okay, so the lady that comes forward and who said she would have had problems around her chest area, I do feel very grandmotherly with her, but I want to say grandma. She was making reference before literally it went down, that you're going through quite a lot at the moment within your life, and she's saying that every day is a new day, and what doesn't kill us only makes us stronger. She was a very positive lady, and she was very good at her words and the way she would show herself to everybody, and her words would be quite powerful to everybody on the earth plane. Does that make sense to you, my lovely? I feel that a lot of people would have relied on this lady, and I am being made aware a lot of people rely on you. So I do see that you have a lot of pressure around you at the moment, sweetheart. I'm also being made reference to there's a clock within your home the batteries need changing in. Can you understand that, please? Because I'm just seeing the clock stopping, and I need to go to 2:14 for that, my sweetheart. 2:14 or 2:15, because I'm seeing it on the clock. Darling, there is so much support and love coming from spirit around you. I am seeing that you are kind of having a bit of a struggle at the moment, but I need to say everything is going to go to plan. I am going to pull you some cards, my lovely, because I do feel that the love and spirit are very, very strong around you, especially at this time. I also need to go to February for birthdays, passes, and anniversaries, and I also need to go to April. April for a birthday, my darling, but I want to go around the 18th of a month as well, around there. My darling, transformation has come out for you, okay? So be open to change. I do feel positive changes are coming in, and I feel that things that have been holding you back, I feel that there's going to be a nice little lift. So what doesn't warrant you, sweetheart, send it into the universe and allow the universe to deal with it. Abundance, count your blessings, as I'm being made aware of, sweetheart. No matter how hard things get, you are very, very strong, and know your worth and know you're amazing. New beginnings, take a fresh look at life. So there is a lot of change coming in, but it's all going to be absolutely positive, sweetheart. Your grandma is very much around you, and she is sending you lots of love and lots of enjoyment, because she wants to see you smile. She wants to see you flourish, and she wants to see you happy, my lovely. I am going to leave her love there with you and say thank you for allowing me to work with you.
That was lovely. Right, let's see where I'm going. Hi,
You're
everyone
welcome.
that's just joined. If you can keep your names going in the chat for me, please, and I'll see where I'm drawn. Davy Jones, could I come to you, please? Or Davy Jones. Sorry if I've said your name wrong. You just let me know if it's okay to work with you. please.
I am sorry, Kelly. I'm just pouring myself a drink.
You're okay. Okay. So get for you, darling. Davy. Davy, I don't know if you can understand. I just feel that someone's knocked your confidence quite recent. Can you understand that, please? Oh, they're all flying out for you now. Okay, the first card that's come out for you is the Healer of the Ages, okay? The Angel of Strength. Door to personal healing and happiness, okay? I feel with you as well, there has been a situation that's come to an end, okay? I don't know if you can understand that as well, darling. I feel that you've had to close the door on a certain situation for your own well-being. I just feel you tried and it got too much, and you had to put those boundaries in place, okay? I do have a father link stepping forward. I don't know if you can understand father in spirit. I just feel at the minute you're spending a lot of time sort of not daydreaming, but you're overthinking. I don't know if you can understand that. I want to say when you was younger, you did daydream quite a bit, but I just feel at the moment your thoughts are going 100 miles per hour, okay? And just know that that situation, none of that was your fault, and it's important that you know that, okay? You did all you can, and that's coming in really strong. I do feel with yourself there is healing needed about it's to do with your like build up your confidence again, because I just feel you've gone a little bit, you're isolating yourself from people, if that makes sense. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. I just feel you know, before you was extremely sociable, but you'd rather be at home at the moment, away from it all. I don't know if that makes sense to you, sweetheart. But the angel of strength's come in, and this will pass. And I just feel there's days when you think, oh, you know, but you just got to take little steps forward and you will get there, okay? I do see there are new beginnings, and I'm getting February with that with you as well, darling. I feel that that is going to be in all areas of life. I'm getting it from personal relationships, from friendships. And I also want to say, I feel there's a new job or a new opportunity coming in of work for you as well. As Dad steps close to me, I want to say Dad could be quite reserved at times, unless he was in his circle, which he'd be more outgoing. Dad didn't show his emotions. I don't know if that makes sense to you. He could be quite cold at times, but he was a very loving man at the same time. Um, if you sort of went to him and said something was wrong, he'd say, well, just brush yourself off and start again, that type of thing. Bless him. He also, he takes me to the tummy area. So I don't know if you can understand where he would have had problems with his tummy. And he does take me to the chest. I kind of feel that is his heart. He would have passed of a heart problem. He tells me also that he would have had an asthma pump towards the end, bless him. He would have struggled with his breathing. He talks about the last 2 years of his life. He had 101 things going on, but he did used to smile a lot, okay? Dad also liked reading. I feel that he would have been into history. He's shown me like all the history books, and he's also talking about the racing, so I know he would have liked to watch the racing on TV. Just bear with me. So he's talking about a glass. Oh, love him. He's talking about a glass as well, that someone's got now. So I don't know if you can understand that. That was quite special to him. He's given me lemon and lime barley. So I don't know if you understand that Dad would have always drank that. He says more so towards the end of his life. He took everything was citrusy. He just wanted like lemon, oranges, bless him. He's talking about car racing or stock racing. I don't know if you can remember that as a memory, but I know Dad would have been a fan of looking at all the old cars. And he also talks about a mechanic in the family as well, Davy. He's saying there's a situation going on around you and you can see what's going on and you can see people for who they are. But he's saying the best advice he can give is just stay quiet, because if you intervene, it's going to look like you're interfering. So this is what he's saying, okay? And you're going to be the bad guy, bless him. Hang on, just bear with me. Just let it unfold, okay? Because no matter what you say, they're not going to listen. And I feel you do get frustrated with that current situation as well. I am going to leave his love with you, but just before he goes, Nan is standing close with him, okay? And I know Nan would have been extremely outgoing, and she just wants you to know she's around you at this moment, okay? Thank you for working with me, and over to you, Cheryl.
Can I come to Bernadette? Sorry, Bernadette Connolly, please, if that's okay. Is it okay to work with you, my lovely? Would love to read it. But as I'm connecting with you, I don't know if it's you or someone around yourself at the moment that's been suffering with headaches. But I keep getting a bit of blurred vision as I'm connecting with you, my lovely. I have a lady that steps forwards, and this lady, I want to say, she was quite a slim build as she's stepping forwards, but I do know this lady would have had quite wavy hair. She comes on a feel of very, very motherly. I don't want to place mum where she's not meant to be, but I do feel this lady was very, very motherly towards you. This lady does place a tiny bit of confusion, so I know before she passed she would have been quite confused. I need to say that she is happy, healthy and well now. Can you understand the lady I have with me, please? I keep getting the name Stephanie, so I don't know if you can understand Stephanie on the earth plane at the moment. Can you take the name Stephanie or Steph on the earth plane, my lovely? I am being made aware that Stephanie needs a little bit of healing on the earth plane, but I just need to bring that forward as this lady's coming, bringing this in. My darling, this lady has abundance of love for you. She's saying that you were her little legs. I don't know if that means anything to you, but she is saying you should have been an actress, if that makes sense. She says that you should have been on stage. But she is making reference at the moment that you kind of lost a bit of your confidence. She wants to see that stage presence back again, because you used to sing, dance, swirl around, and at the moment you haven't really got that get up and drive. Would that make sense, my lovely? She's also bringing me a pair of ballet shoes, my darling. Which she's handed me to give to you. So I don't know if you wanted to be a ballerina, but she's just bringing in the ballet in there, my lovely. But she, yeah, I am a dancer. At least I was. Oh, okay, that makes sense. She's just coming in at the moment. She's saying, thank you. Can you understand? There's a young male on the earth plane at the moment. I need to say, I think it's more pre-teens than teenager, but I'm just bringing this in that she's just coming in with this. She says he's very, very cheeky, and she's laughing. I need to say that this lady was very much like you. She loved to dance and she loved to entertain as well. And she just wants to see you doing it a little bit more. She's saying you've kind of stopped, my lovely, doing the things that you used to love to do. She is making reference to an I do believe it may have been you. Can you understand that you had a fall and injured your leg? Just because she's taking me to the leg area, my darling. And I feel that you had a bit of time off of doing the things that you really, really enjoyed, as she's bringing that in. But she is making, okay. There was things that she didn't get to say before she passed. As she's bringing that. I wanted to be, oh, okay. She's bringing things, okay. There was words that she didn't actually get to say before she passed, but she wanted to let you know that she loved you so much, and she thanks you for everything that you and the family done for her. It wasn't unnoticed what you did, and she is bringing in that there was a situation where you couldn't have your say about the funeral. I feel that you wanted to put input in there, but someone kind of put that stop in there. She goes, she knows that you were thinking of her, and she knows that you would have done absolutely everything to make sure, she goes, but she knew in your thoughts that you loved her and you cared, if that makes sense. And I do see that there was a bit of a separation within the family around that time as well, as she's bringing that in. But she knows, my darling, she's given me a horseshoe. I need to give that on a chain. So I know it would have been someone's pendant. Can you understand the horseshoe pendant on someone's necklace? She's just bringing that in for reference, my lovely. But she's just saying it is time for you to have a little bit of luck and just know that you are very much loved, and just keep doing what you're doing. And make Christmas Christmas this year, my darling, okay? Because I've been told that you're not the last couple of Christmases, you haven't really been feeling it. She wants to see you feel Christmas this year, my lovely. And I am going to leave the love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you, sweetheart.
Let's see where I'm going. If I could have names up, please, so I can see where I'm drawn. Hiya, Claire. Hiya, Lynn. Welcome. Billy Diamond, could I come to you, please? If you're there, if you just put a yes or no in the comments for me. Let me know if I can work with you, please. Oh, great. Thank you. Right, for Billy. Billy, as I'm connecting, sweetheart, I feel quite exhausted. I don't know if you can understand that. I also feel that, I don't know if you can understand where you've had like a cough or like a flu type thing, because I feel quite fluey as well. Do you understand that? So I'm trying to get you a card. Just bear with me. I do have a lady drawing close, and I know this is Nan on Mum's side of the family. I feel there are Irish connections. Nan would have been quite a quiet character, bless her. She says in her younger days she was more outgoing, but as she got older, she got very quiet. She wasn't able to go out and about, so she spent a lot of time at home. She loved her home. She's saying her mobility deteriorated quite quick. I don't know if you can understand that with Nan. She's also talking about photographs that have gone missing. I'm not sure if that's to do with you or someone around you, but I feel you would know about it. She's also talking about a flood or something has got covered in water. Do you understand that? I'm not sure if that's recent. I want to say Nan liked to sing as well, because she is sitting here, she's humming and singing. She would have had a very soft, gentle voice. I know she would have had a chair in the corner of her front room. She showed me her front room, and the telly would have been in the opposite corner, and that was her chair. And she liked a particular blanket on the back of it. She's showing me it's sort of a browny purple colour. It's sort of two-tone, so I don't know if you can understand that as well. This card's come out quite a lot tonight. I've got the Thinking Man card come out for you. I don't know if you can see that. And a storm warning, okay? I feel with you as well that there's a lot going on around you, and I feel you are sitting back and you're just observing a situation. I feel this has been going on for many, many years. I don't know if you can understand that, Billy. Oh, bless it. They're just bringing that in. I don't know if you can understand that, where there's a certain situation where you want to say something, but you're holding back. She's saying you're doing the right thing, just staying quiet, because she never liked the family to bicker. And she's saying that everyone's bickering at the minute and you're just sitting there watching them all. She said that's the best thing to do. The first card that did come out was the thinking man. And I feel with yourself, Billy, you have been reflecting on the past quite a bit. And I want to say your emotions have been on the lower side. I don't know if you can understand that as well. And she's saying, put a plan into place now to move forward. And not, I feel there was a situation where it wasn't good for you, is what she's saying. And she said, not everyone is going to be like that. So now is the time for you to move forward. She's talking about a car or someone learning to drive. She's saying a new car, or she's actually saying a new vehicle is coming in. So I don't know if you can understand that, Billy. She's talking about the windows as well. Someone keeps putting off washing the windows. I feel Nan would have made sure her windows were sparkling clean. And she's just bringing that as a giggle. But she's saying the corners, they're smeared. She would have had a rag and she would have constantly been cleaning, bless her. She's showing me a memory of going to the park and feeding the squirrels with monkey nuts. I don't know if you can understand that. And she's also showing me a young child around you at the moment. And she's saying, you know, finances are not the best, you know, they're not for most of us at the moment. But she's saying just little things like that. Children hold on to the memories rather than what you buy them. They're not going to worry about what you buy them for Christmas. It's the memories that they will always remember. She's saying, so don't beat yourself up about that at the moment. I am going to... It might be someone around you have that conversation with them, Billy. But I am going to leave her love with you and thank you for working with me.
Right, I'm not sure where I'm going. If you guys could put your name to the chat again for me so I can just quickly just go through. Marion Harris, can I come to you, please, sweetheart, please? Marion, as I'm connecting to you, my darling, I don't know if you can understand, but I'm starting to get a bit of a pain in my ear. So I don't know if you've been suffering with earache or someone around yourself been suffering with earache as I'm getting this connection connecting forwards. I also need to say I have a gentleman that I know that would have had to wear hearing aids. I do know he was a little bit on the side of partial hearing as he's stepping forwards. And I need to say this gentleman, when he was on the earth plane, he does come in quite fatherly. If it's not father, I need to say grandfather. And he said this gentleman wasn't the tallest of gentlemen, and he said he would have, it was quite a round gentleman when he was on the earth plane. But I do know this gentleman would have had a fantastic sense of humour. He is coming in a bundle of laughs, and he would have had a very, very distinctive laugh as well. My darling, I do feel this gentleman would have had a diabetes kind of condition because I'm seeing him having to do, you know, the finger prick thing, blood sugar thing, as he's bringing that forward. Can you understand the gentleman I have with me? Neighbour, okay, that's fine. Comes through. Okay, can you understand you were quite close with him because he does come in quite close. I do know this gentleman would have loved to have fed the birds. I know that he would have always done bird feeders and stuff like that. He absolutely loved nature, so he loved all the animals in the garden as he's bringing that forwards. I'm also being made aware this gentleman, when he was on the earth plane, he would have always been frying things. So he's just showing me him frying stuff in the fryer. So I do know that he would have liked his deep fat fryer, and I do know he liked his bacon as well. As he's bringing that forward, he was a proper foodie, this gentleman. I am being made aware that this gentleman, oh bless him, okay, thank you. I do feel this gentleman would have passed of, it was a quick passing, my darling. I do feel it was kind of a broken heart. I do feel as he's coming in, I do see a lady stands by him, but I need to say they are together now. As he's bringing that in. I'm sorry, I'm going. It's just the way he's coming in, and I know that's how he would have spoken. I do know that he reconnected with his loved one, in spirit, and they are happy together. And she did meet him. He's bringing forward, so I need to bring that forward for you as well. Sweetheart, I need to go to May the 17th for birthdays, parties, and anniversaries. Sweetheart, can you understand that you've got a problem with one of your windows at the moment? It's not shutting properly, and you've got a breeze. You've got a breeze coming through at the moment. Sorry, I didn't see what that said. Yes, didn't want to live on his. Oh, love him. Okay, because I'm being made aware of there's something about your window at the moment that's not. It's either not shutting or there's a breeze coming forwards for it. You need to get that checked, my lovely, because you're going to be extremely cold throughout the winter. He's also bringing in the garden ornaments, like gnomes and stuff like that. He is saying, can you understand that you've got one of these garden ornaments? Because he's just bringing that forwards as well, sweetheart. Sweetheart, I need to say you're very connected to spirit as well, because he is bringing in the purple colour for me to give to you. He is saying that you're a bit of a, you're the person that goes around and makes sure that everybody's okay, don't you? As he's bringing that in. And he says he wants to see you smile, and he's also bringing in that there has been some sort of separation with yourself and another. This could either be friend or relationship. He's saying, hand the olive branch, it'll all be okay. He's bringing in with that. I also want to bring about the battery in the car, sweetheart. I don't know if your battery's gone in the car or somebody else's battery's gone in the car. There's something about the battery in someone's car at the moment. I think it either needs replacing or something along those lines, because he's just shown me. I do feel he liked his cars when he was here as well. So I'm just bringing that in for you. He is saying that there's loads and loads of love around you, and he thanks you for all the support. I don't know if you made him like spaghetti bolognese, but he did like spaghetti bolognese as well. He's bringing in. So I need to say thank you for that. And he's just done this. I don't know if that means anything to you, but he's just literally just done that. And I'm going to leave his love there as a thank you for allowing me to work with you, sweetheart.
Let me just see where I'm going. If I could have names up in the comments, please. Just keep them going and I'll see where I'm drawn. Diane Steele, can I come to you, please? Thank you, Diane. I'm going to pull you a couple of cards and let's see where we're going.
Welcome.
Diane, I feel that you've had to slow down the last couple of weeks. I don't know if you can understand that. So I've got a lady stepping forward for you, and I know this is Nan on Mum's side of the family. Can you understand Nan that would have had dementia? So you've got two cards that have come out. You've got the Storm Warning and you've got the Goddess of the Moon. I want to say with you, Diane, that your emotions have been up and down, more so on the lower side. I don't know if you can understand that. I feel there's certain things that you want to do and you're getting quite annoyed because you can't do them at the moment. I'm also getting, can you understand where there's concerns with someone's health around you at the moment? With the Goddess of the Moon card, that's, to me, that's all about emotions, okay? And so I just want to know if you can understand what I said before I move on. I just feel that you need to take the time out and the time that you've had to slow down and just recharge, Diane, because I do feel the last couple of years has been hectic for you, where you haven't stopped. And this is the way of, spirit helping you, saying, you need to have that time out for you and recharge, and you'll come back even stronger. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but I just feel that it's been one thing after another the last 2 to 3 years with you. The storm warning, I don't feel any sort of arguments or any disputes or anything like that is coming out. I just feel that this has been the last 2 to 3 years, and now things are calming down. I feel with you as well, you're starting to enjoy life a lot more. I know there's a frustration of having to slow down, but it's giving you more time to plan ahead. I want to say as well, commitments are not as heavily on you no more, if that makes sense as well. Oh, that sounds lovely. As Nan comes in, she is extremely proud of you. Okay, she's saying that you've had to go through quite a lot. You're not one to open up and talk about your feelings. And she said it's important that you do lean on people, because it's going to make you feel better as well. But I feel even though she's saying that, you just sort of keep going. You're more of a listener rather than a speaker, she's saying. But it's okay to talk up and say, this is how I'm feeling. But I feel this is more to do with the past. But now you're having that bit of a break. Things are moving forward, sweetheart. She gives me the 22nd of a month is significant for you for a birthday. And she gives me July for a passing. She also talks about a baby in spirit. And I don't know if you can understand that. She's actually given me 3 babies that never reached earth plane. She just wants you to know they're growing up in spirit around the family. Nan also wants me to, just bear with me, sorry. She's talking about her passing. She says there was lots of complications towards the end. Even though the diagnosis was quite straightforward, there was something else going on. I don't know if you could understand that, Diane, where people wasn't being straight to the point at times. So there was lots of fussing that was unnecessary and it wasn't fair on the family. But she's saying that she went peacefully and her family was waiting for her. But I feel you know that, darling. She was greeted by her mum, and it's important that she didn't suffer. She said, I was in my own little world, because she's saying people couldn't always come and visit me. Should I understood? She said, but I was already with my family. She's talking about a cassette case. It's either, sorry, just bear with me, a video that's quite significant that's in the family that's got memories on. Can you also understand father in spirit, Diane? I know you do, love it. Do you understand father in spirit? Oh, fantastic. As this gentleman comes in, I get quite a military feeling. I feel he was very regimental, extremely smart dressed. He shows me he'd always wear a shirt and he would always wear smart trousers. He would always ironed his own clothes. He liked them done in a particular way. He was an extremely strong character, very independent. He provided for the family. His family was his world, he's saying. He's saying he didn't show his emotions as much as he should, but the family knows that he loved them. But he was about providing. I get the feel that Dad would have worked in the office at one point, but I don't feel that was his cup of tea, bless him. That's how he's describing it. He would have been more practical. He liked to talk. He's also showing me like showrooms, so I don't know if you can understand that. Dad does take me to the chest, so I do feel it was heart problems, but he also takes me to the kidneys and the lungs, bless him. So I know that there was quite a lot going on for him. He mentions the Isle of Wight. I don't know if you can understand that. And the Isle of Man. And he's also given me Irish and Scottish links. So I don't know if you've just started to look up the family tree, but he's bringing that in. He's talking about a brother. So I don't know if you can understand a brother. And he's saying that there's been problems around his health at the moment. There's lots of healing coming down for him. He's also talking about your TV keeps flickering on and off, but I feel you know it's him because he's saying that you tell him to leave it alone at times, but he's smiling. He's saying thank you for the candle that's lit each year in memory of him. And he's saying just take things slow and just small steps, Diane, forward, okay? I am going to leave both of their love with you and thank you for working with me. I feel so thirsty today.
I am as well. I keep wanting to pour. I've literally drunk about 2 drinks since I've been on here. James, are you still here? I don't know if James is still here. I kept seeing the name James come up.
James Merchant.
Yeah. Me, yes, that's it. Hello, my darling. James, I need to go around my tummy area with yourself at the moment. Are you having a few tummy problems at the moment? Just because I kept getting, when I kept seeing your name, I kept getting like a sharp pain in my tummy. I just need to bring that forwards. James, I have a lady, and she does come through quite motherly as she steps forwards. I need to say this lady was quite a reserved lady. I also need to say this lady would have been very, very beautiful to look at as well. I do feel when she went into a room, she would turn quite a few heads as she comes in. She does show me herself very, very young, but she keeps showing me 2 different sides to herself. I do know with this lady, she would have had problems around her tummy as well before she passed over, lover. I do feel that was her connection bringing in the tummy thing. Sorry, just before I continue. Yes, this lady would have had tummy problems. Sorry, just clarifying that out, my love. I do know at the moment that you're going through quite a bit as she's bringing this in, and I do feel that you've been asking quite a lot of questions. You've been asking quite a lot of questions, and I feel that you've been trying to get those answers, but nobody is giving you the clear yes or no's at the moment. Can you understand that, James? I feel that you've been going to person to person to person because you've been wanting to get answers, just because she's bringing that in. She's also saying that there's been a situation around yourself where you found yourself kind of in the middle of a situation and you didn't know which way to go, and you're trying to keep moving forwards, but you feel like you're being dragged both sides. So it's a bit like those stretchy, do you know those toys that you can get which you stretch? She's bringing that in. She's saying that you're being pulled pillar to post at the moment. She is coming in with abundance of love for you, but she's saying at the moment she's asking you to slow down a little bit. She's saying there's only so much you can do. You can't fix everybody and everything because you've always been quite kind, caring, and helpful. She's bringing forwards. She's saying you've always wanted to be somebody that would go and heal everybody and make sure that they were okay. But you need to start looking after yourself, my darling. She is bringing in about the self-love and the self-care. She is saying that you're not looking after yourself as well as you should be. She is saying that you're not eating very well at the moment. Would that make sense? And she's saying that you're not going to certain appointments like you should be as well. Or you're not making the phone calls to make those appointments. She's bringing in. I also need to say that you are named after another James in the family as well, because there's a gentleman that has come in, and I do feel that they would have been called Jim or Jimmy. Can you understand that, please, James? He's coming in, and I do feel with this gentleman, he was quite grandfatherly as he's coming in. But I need to say with this gentleman, he would have been very, very well dressed, very, 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 very smart. He'd always have his shoes polished, and he would always have a really nice clean shirt on daily. I do feel before he passed over, he kind of retracted away from that, but I feel that there was a lot of support around him, people trying to keep him as smart as possible because he wanted to keep his pride. I need to say this gentleman comes in with so much love around you at the moment. I need to say that you very much like him as well as he's bringing it in. I do know this gentleman would have smoked as he's bringing that in because he's placing that on my chest. So I know that he would have had problems around his lung area as he's bringing that in. But I also need to go around his head area with that as well. So I do know it would have been from the head to the throat, my darling, as he's bringing that in. I need to go to January the 21st for birthdays, parties, and anniversaries. I also need to go to April the 3rd for birthdays, parties, and anniversaries. I also want to go to the 6th of a month as well, my lovely. So I'm just bringing that in, just because I'm bringing that in. I also need to say there's a celebration coming up at the end of the year. I do feel that's with an engagement. I don't know if that means anything to you. If not, please understand that, my lovely. April the 30th with my dad's. Oh, bless. I also need to bring in, there's an engagement coming up. So I feel that it's going to be news of someone getting married, or someone is already engaged, but it's going to be an engagement party at the end of this year. You need to be proud of who you are, and you need to understand how special you are as well, James. Just keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing amazing. And when you have those wobbly days, it's okay to not be okay. And it's okay to reach out and have those conversations with people. I don't know if you need a new pair of trainers or a new pair of shoes, but they're just bringing that in. As I'm seeing, you need to treat yourself as well. I also need to give you the name Ronnie. I don't know if that means anything to you. If it doesn't, please hold on to it. I do feel it's going to be something coming in. And I'm going to leave the love there and say thank you for allowing me to work with you.
That was lovely, Shell. I think we've got a couple of minutes left. I can do a very quick one. Well, let's see where we're going. Tanya Rideout, can I come to you, please?
You're welcome.
So Tanya, it will be just a quick message because I think Veronica's got someone else on. Angel of Strength's come out for you, sweetheart, okay? I feel with you, darling, there's more than one thing's going on at the moment. I feel you sort of get through one hurdle and something else is thrown at you. Sorry, my phone's gone all fuzzy, sorry. And just know that you are strong enough to get through this current situation. I don't know if you can understand that, where there's just been one thing after another and you feel, oh, that's good, I'm moving forward, then, crash, something else comes in. I do have Nan on father's side of the family, and I want to say father. I feel Nan was extremely well spoken, and she wouldn't have liked people's names short. She didn't like dad, it was father. Nan would have been, she would have loved to read. She's showing me as well. She was very, very musical. Sorry, but she's showing me a wood instrument that she would have played, and I feel this was like a drum. I don't know if you can understand that, or it would have been an ornament that was quite special to her. She just comes in and says, "You're not alone," because I feel at times you feel you are, sweetheart, that there's no one to talk to. They are trying to guide you in the right direction. They're trying to help. She's saying it's important that you put your foot down in this situation as well and say what you're going to allow. And she says, don't let anyone, hang on, just bear, I want to get this right. Sorry, sweetheart, just bear with. She says, you're to be treated with ultimate respect, sweetheart, and don't let anyone treat you any different, okay? She says it will ease off, but you need to put those boundaries in place with this certain situation. I'm going to leave her love with you because it's coming up to 8 o'clock and I know Veronica's got a busy evening. So thank you for working with me. I'm going to say thank you all so much for popping on this evening, and thank you, Veronica, for having us both.
Oh, thank you everybody for joining us, and thank you for allowing us to read you guys this evening.